Hello witches and warlocks, welcome back to my channel. It's so nice to see you again. So, this is a bit of a different video for me that I haven't done for a while. It's like a show and tell, I guess, because I do a lot of unboxing videos on here, and obviously you know the ones I do, and I do have more of those coming your way, don't worry, but I wanted to try to do some other stuff, really. So I thought I'd do a bit of a show and tell. I did do a whole topic and show and tell of my Book of Shadows, because I did actually show step by step how I actually made my Book of Shadows from scratch. And you can watch that in my library. Just take a look at my channel and you'll see it's a step-by-step guide. Again, it was obviously not my idea in the first place. I did not come up with the concept of how to make the Book of Shadows. That was way before me. I just thought I'd bring it up to date and show my viewers who may not have seen the original Book of Shadows tutorial from years ago that I watched, and I took my lead from there, and then carried it onto my channel. So hopefully it helped you out if you hadn't seen the original. It was by a guy called Jamie, who did the Book of Shadows, or the Charmed Book of Shadows, which was the original tutorial that I watched. And he didn't go into as much depth as I did. He skipped a few little bits, but because of that, I wanted to show a little bit more on mine. Anyway, that out the way, you can watch that if you want to. Now, I'm carrying on with my Book of Shadows, and I had been on the last lockdown, giving myself something to do. I've been making my own pages. Now, I've only done a couple or three in total, and they sort of turned out quite well. They're not by any means perfect, but they're okay for me. I enjoy them, I made them, and I thought they were quite cool. Now, I've also got some other stuff that I bought that I wanted to show you as well. So, without further ado, let's carry on. So, we'll start with the Book of Shadows pages. So, the first one I did was a correspondence page. Now, some of this is a bit hard to see, but this is my candle magic correspondence. And I did this, just did this on my computer, on my laptop. I'm not the greatest, but it's worked for me. So I put some candles either corner as a border, and then obviously I did the font on my computer and just wrote that down, and then I put the correspondence down here. So I put them in color on the page so you could tell which one was which. So we've got white up here, black, red, blue, green, yellow, purple, orange, brown, pink, gold, and of course silver. So they are what they all represent and what you can use them for. Now, if you want to, you can have a little look, pause that. So yeah, it's my Book of Shadows page for candle correspondence. I quite like it. I think it's cool. I'm not the best with using computers or technology, but I managed to figure out some stuff from what I used to do at school with clip art. So yeah, so my next one is this one, which is Earth. Now, I did buy some Earth pages, and they weren't my favourite, so I decided to make my own. So we got the triangle down here, which I made green, and that's the symbol of Earth, obviously. At the top here, you got Earth. I made a border of vines, which I found, which I thought was quite cool. And then it just goes into describe the element itself. Down here is the correspondence of Earth. So if you want to have a look, I quite like it. I think it's cool. You may not. I mean, I'm not the best artist in the world, so I'm pretty much not very good at drawing stuff like off the bat. It's not really my forte. So I decided that I would just do some clip art. It's just easier. And to be honest with you, it took me a very long time. It took me a couple of hours per page, because I wanted it to be perfect, or I wanted it to just look right the way I wanted it to look. And it took me a while to figure out how to get the borders on and all that sort of stuff. And then the next one is this one, my water page. So it's got all the waves around. I thought it was quite good. It almost looks like a portrait, I guess, like it's been painted, which I quite like. So it just looks like it's brush strokes. And obviously it's got water. It's got the triangle down there to represent the symbol for water. And then obviously the correspondence down here, which you can have a look. And then just describing what water is in magic. So yeah, it's just the correspondence and stuff. Now I took the correspondence from my original page, and obviously I still have fire and air to do. So I got these ones. That's fire, and obviously air. I still got to redo these pages because even though they are quite cool, I wanted them on my parchment paper that I actually had. These were just a little bit too yellowy parchment for me, a bit too tea stained, and I like the concepts, which is why I did the ones I did. So I like the concept of these, but they just weren't decorated enough for me. I wanted them to be a bit more like a painting, I guess, rather than just something printed on a page. So I've still got these ones to do. I've got to redo those ones, air and obviously fire, which I will eventually do and show you once then all I've got to do is put them all in my book of shadows, and then just swap them around, and eventually I will get a book of shadows that I actually can class as my own. And the idea of me redoing them was the fact that I didn't want shadow pages in my book of shadows that I didn't do. I do have obviously all my witch casket ones in there, but eventually one day I'll get round to redesigning them myself and redoing them for my own book of shadows. It's just nice to have them in there. So then my next thing is this. So my next one is a tarot deck. Now this is Anne Stokes Gothic Tarot, which I think is quite cool. So I'll show you that one. It's got dragons and stuff. That's the back of it. I'll take them out so you can see them. Now I haven't really gone through these for a while, so I think I looked at them the first time I bought them, and that was it. So they come with this little thing to tell you how to use the tarot cards. So these should pretty much be in order. Now they're in different languages as well. So you got the Fool, which I think is quite cool. You got the Magician. So they're quite gothic. High Priestess. You got the Empress. You got the Emperor. You got the Hermit, which I think is quite cool. The Lovers. It's quite cool with the dragons. Just like Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of type thing. The Chariot. You got Justice. I don't want them going everywhere. Hermit. I think that's the Hermit. Yeah, the Hermit. That's the Hermit. I do apologise. I may have mixed them up. What was the one before then? I do apologise. I thought it was the Hermit. The Hermaphunt. I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to try to think what that is. I will find out later. The Wheel of Fortune, which is quite cool. You got Strength. Again, these are all going to be different than your traditional as well. So you'll have stuff in there that you have not seen before. So the Hangman. The Hanged Man. Should I say the Hanged Man? You got Death, which is quite cool. You got Temperance, which is the siren or the mermaid. The devil. You got the tower. The star. The moon. The sun. Just trying to tidy as I go, because I don't want them going all over the shop. Oh, excuse me. You should know by now I can't stay still for 2 seconds on this floor. Judgment. You got the world. You got the Ace of Cups, which I find quite cool. Vampire. So the cups are pretty much all vampire. 3 there. And all represented by bats. The 4, 5, the 6, 7, the 8. They're pretty much all the same. Obviously, they've just got more bats as they go along. I've not actually used these yet, so they're all pretty new. What am I like? Right, I'm stretching my legs out, I do apologise. So we've got the Knave of Cups, the Knaves of Cups, yep, the Knave. And we're still on Cups. The Knight. So the Knave, I assume it's like the Page. And we've got the Queen. And we've got the King. There. And then we got Pentacles, which are all done by skulls, which is all quite Gothic. So you just got the same picture, just the skulls go up in number. And these look pretty cool and pretty nice to use. Obviously they keep going up with more and more skulls. Then we've got, I'm on a glass table, so they slip all over and slide all over the page. Then we got the Knave or the Page. So these are Pentacles, by the way. Then we got the Knight. We've got the Queen. It's quite cool. And then we got the King. Okay. So then we're going on to the swords. And these are represented by the feather, or the, looks like, yeah, by wings and stuff. Which is, we've got the Ace, which is quite cool. We got the 2. And then they pretty much are the same all the way, just adding extra feathers. Obviously the sword representing air, and because it cuts through the air. And the feathers obviously representing flight. So the swords. They just add extra feathers. Now this is where they get cool, because they go the Knave or the Page, Knight. We got the Queen. I like the winged ones, so they're angels, I guess, and the King. So angels, and then last but not least, I do believe we have the Wands, which are represented by dragons. That's the one you would have seen on the front of the pack. And then there's the 2 of Wands. So you've got the Wands behind and the dragon symbols. So the Wand and the dragon numbers obviously go up depending on the number. Show that one again. We got the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 10. We got the Page or the Knave. It's a little baby dragon there, which is quite cool. Then we got the Knight, which is quite cool. Ooh. Slipping and sliding all over the shop. Queen, which is quite cool. And then the King. And then it's just a little one there. And obviously a little picture card there, just to show you what it's like. So that is my tarot deck. Put this back in the box. Okay, so here we go. That's the Anne Stokes Gothic Tarot. So that's one I bought. This is another one. And this one is one I've been looking for a while. And it's the Tarot of Familias. And this is by Lisa Parker. Which I think is so exciting. I love Lisa Parker. I like all of her different stuff. I used to collect it when I was a kid. When I say when I was a kid, 14. Okay, so there's a little booklet inside. Comes with it. And then we go on to the card. So we've got the Fool. Little jester. Cat there. The Magician. Okay. High Priestess. It's cute. The Empress. So this is a horse, which I think is really cool. It's like very Native American, that one. The Emperor. It's done by the Stag. I love these. These are such good pictures. The Hierophant, whatever that may be. Hierophant. Still don't. I've never seen that before. That's a new card for me. I don't think I've got it in my other decks. The Lovers. Very weird way of doing it, but I quite think that's quite cool. The Chariot. Justice. That's cool. The Hermit. Indoor cat. The Wheel of Fortune. Very scary looking. These are going to slip and slide all over the shop as well. Strength. The Hanged Man. Now you see most of these on her stuff that she does. Death. It's quite cool. Temperance. Oh yeah, Temperance. 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 The Devil. Which is quite cool. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Okay, we're going to the Pentacles now. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is done by the Wolf. Now, I'm a big fan of the Wolf, as you can tell by my name. Now, this is where it gets a bit disappointing for me, because it doesn't have any more pictures of the actual animal on the numbers, so it just goes by this one. So the Pentacle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you are somebody who reads tarot by having a picture, then this might be a bit of a difficult deck, because you do need to know the meanings of your number cards. So you will need to know what the meaning of the you know, 10 of Pentacles is and stuff. So it's a bit difficult. But then we go into the Knave. And we go into the Knight, which I think is quite cute. Then the Queen. And the King. So that is the Pentacles. And we go on to the Cups, which is represented by Owl. So they've got the Cups, the Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3, 4, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10. I'm doing these quite quick because obviously once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Because they all are pretty much the same. They just go up in numbers of how many cups or pentacles are there. Then we've got the Knave of Cups, cute little baby owls. Then we got the Knight of Cups. Then the Queen. And then the King. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords. The 2. And put them down here, I think. The 3. The 4. The 5. The 6. The 7. The 8. The 9. The 10. Okay. Oh my God. Sue's apologise again everywhere. Okay, so then we got the Knave of Swords. We got the Knight of Swords. So these are represented by the crows. We got the Queen. And then the King. Okay, then we go into the Wands. And we got the Ace of Wands, which is quite cool. The 2. The 3. The 4. The 5. The 6. The 7. The 8. The 9. And the 10. And then we go on to the Knave. Or the Page. We've got the Knight. We got the Queen. And the King. And then obviously the 2 cards that come with it. Just to describe the deck, really. But it does come with a booklet, so if you're new to tarot, you can obviously have a look at that. And it will tell you what you need to do and the basics, but you can go on quite a few tutorials and have a look on YouTube. And it will show you the basics of tarot. Or if you really want to, where's this from? 10 of Swords. For some reason the 10 of Swords just came out the deck of the dragon. The Gothic Tarot. I didn't even see that one fall. Right, so that was the 2 tarot decks. I've got one more to show you. And this is my 3rd final tarot deck. Now, I bought these 3 tarot decks from Amazon, I do believe. and they came as a set of 3, and they were doing a deal. If you bought all 3, you got it for a lower price. And this one again is another Anne Stokes one, which I weren't really sure if I was going to like because it had fairies on it. But then I sort of had a look to find out what else was in the deck, and then I thought, why not have a look, because it looked pretty cool. So it starts off with the Fool, and this is more like a fairy tale one, I suppose. Then we got the Magician, and these don't have borders, so it's just like, we have the Priestess, the High Priestess, which I think these are quite cool pictures. This is one of my favourite decks now, because I think it's quite cool. And we've got this one, which is the Empress. And this one is one of my favourite, the Emperor, the Green Man. They're so cool. Hierophant, I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen that on my other deck, so I'm going to have to find out about that one, because I don't know what that means. Lovers, so cool. The Chariot. Justice. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Strength. So it's like the mythical creatures type thing. Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. So that's your higher arcana. Then to go with your minor, so you've got the Ace of Pentacles, got the 2 of Pentacles. Again, these are pretty much the same, only just add in extra pentacles. Again, there's your 4. Again, you have to be able to read tarot in order to use this deck, because it doesn't give you any starter, it doesn't give you a picture to go by, it doesn't give you any inspiration, it's just pretty. You have to know most of the meanings of this one. It's not something, a deck you could pretty much pick up and interpret. It's hard to interpret. So then we got the Knave. We've got the Knight. See, it's all fairies. Queen. And the King. Love that one. It's so cool. Okay, now these ones are represented by wolves. So we've got the cups this time. Represented by wolves. We've got the 2. Again, these are exactly the same. Only the symbols go up to represent the cups. So it's not actually the cups that go up. It's actually the little symbols on the sides. So little round circles. To tell you the number. Quite cool. Very nice. As you know by my name, I love the wolf. One of my spirit animals. Then we got the Knave. We got the Knight. We got the Queen. And we got the King. It's quite cool. Okay, then the swords are represented by dragons. So we've got the ace. We got the 2, 3. Obviously, these are all the same. They're just little coin things next to them go up in number. So the swords. So you've got the sword in the middle. Pretty similar to our other deck, really. With the one we saw before, which was the Gothic deck. Here we go, we got the knave, which is quite cool. All represented by dragons. We got the knight, queen, and we got the king. Okay, and the next one is represented by unicorns. So we've got the ace. This is the wands. 2 wands. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have the knave. It's quite cool. We got the knight, the queen, and the king. And then just the cards that go along with it. So that is, obviously you do get a little booklet that goes with it too. So if you don't know anything about tarot, it will explain each card. And if you're new to tarot, then obviously it does help you out. Because they don't have the any pictures on there, like the Rider-Waite deck, which is the traditional deck, which does give you a little bit of help with the pictures and stuff. But this is called the Legends Tarot, and I think it's pretty cool. I quite like the pictures on that one. I think it's quite nice. So that's it, basically. Show you my Book of Shadows pages, which I'm really pleased with, really happy with. And then obviously my new tarot decks. I have got a huge amount of tarot now. And I won't be buying any more tarot decks for a while unless there's something that really stands out to me. I have seen a gold deck that really was quite cute. So I wouldn't mind getting that one. But I'm going to look out for something that really, really, really catches my eye. I have been looking around, and I'm considering getting an Oracle deck as well, which, you know, eventually I will get round to that. But yeah, so I'm starting to go back into learning my tarot again. Now that I've got a little bit more free time, I'm going to start organising my life a little bit better, which is why now I'm starting to do at least a video a week. I'm going to try to do at least one a week. If not, I can maybe try and squeeze out 2. But my next video should be hopefully coming up very shortly. I've got another box coming your way, another subscription box that I've never done before. So do look out for that one. So hopefully this will be a good box, and we'll see how it goes. Again, it's another UK-based box, so hopefully everything will be cool with it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this hasn't been boring. I mean, I don't know whether people enjoy these sorts of videos. If you guys will enjoy these sorts of videos, I don't know. I do. I mean, if there's a deck that I really want to look at, then I always like to look on YouTube to see if anyone's reviewed them. I mean, I don't particularly go into each deck individually properly. And if you do want that more, then by all means, go ahead, put something in the description below and let me know. Comment and let me know if you like what I've done today, if you've enjoyed the decks, if you've enjoyed the Book of Shadows page, if you want to see more when I do them. I mean, I do these videos for me and for you guys, and hopefully you enjoy them. I'm slowly getting back on track with everything, and I'm feeling a little bit better now that we're about to start back at opening the hotel, so hopefully I'll be back at work and probably a little bit more busier than normal because it's Christmas. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Again, look out for my other videos. Make sure you subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and obviously hit that little bell notification because it will tell you when I put other videos on. But for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. So from me, Mikey, you be you and blessed be.